remember, you don't come in, not even if the Kendricks invite you.
Which is not bloody likely.
They treated us like dirt long enough. But now that we have acquired the Anderson farm...
Not to mention a pair of others quite as good.
It's been 2 years now since we've left them. And finally, the Kendricks are short of cash. And we're going to give them a dose of their own medicine.
Wouldn't it be better to let bygones be bygones, since we're neighbors?
Lizzie, I am going to be the master of Beulah land before this is over. I promise you that. I understand your feelings, Miss Kendrick, but I think I am offering a fair price.
Sir, let us not be too hasty in these times.
I'm not being hasty. It's a matter of policy.
With cotton prices the way they are...
He's right. Who knows when they'll go up?
We'll hold our cotton till they do.
Sir, our cotton most of the small farmers around here will be held 2-3 years in our warehouse.
In the meantime, they are paying you nothing for the storage.
How do you know?
I talked to them. They have nothing.
Sir, Mr. Corley has made us a fair offer for 5 of our slaves, and frankly, we can spare them.
Leon, you are giving Mr. Corley the false impression that we need money. We don't. We have a commitment to our people. This is their home.
Miss Kendrick, I am sure that you do not need money, and I apologize if I gave the impression that I thought you did. As far as the slaves are concerned, you may say that Beulah land is their home, but in the eyes of the law, they are property.
He is right, sir. Subject to sale, purchase, and ownership. And I mean, we do own them, sir.
Believe me, slaves, as long as they are slaves, don't care who owns them.
Slaves, Mr. Corley. When they have a choice between a master who beats them and one who doesn't, will, I am sure, choose the one who doesn't. We will not sell. But if we are ever forced to sell, we will not sell to you.
The bells are ringing at Highbury. There's a fire out there.
Oh, cotton.
Oh, my God.
Warehouse. Look at this horror. We are going to lose everything.
Roscoe Corley did this. He'll never prove it. But he did it. I know it in my heart.
Billy! Billy! Oh, my God! What is it?
I think you will agree it is a fair offer.
Indeed, it is fair. I agree.
Not only is it a fair offer, it is very likely the only offer you're going to get in these times, what with money being so tight.
That may very well be true. Mrs. Kendrick and I will discuss the matter.
There isn't much time. I have certain amounts earmarked for certain lands. As you know, there's a great deal of property up for sale here in Richmond County. I may find something I feel is a better buy, in which case...
Buy it.
Sarah.
I beg your pardon.
I said, buy it. If you find land you want, buy it. Beulah land is not for sale.
Sarah, perhaps we'd better...
Beulah land is not for sale. Not to you, not to anyone. Your persistence seems to ignore my refusal to have anything to do with you. Good day, Mr. Corley.
I was under the impression that Mr. Leon Kendrick was the master of Beulah land. Good day.
Leon, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I am used to it.
Leon,
Let me finish. You're doing a good job here, Sarah. Better than I could have done. I know what people are saying, up till now, at least behind my back. Beulah Land is run by a woman. Nevertheless, there's time for some truth here. We are reduced to a point where our former overseer drives up to our front door with a carriage finer than we have, insults us with his arrogant behavior, practically wipes his boots on our rug, and we have to listen to him, this rich white trash, offer to buy our home. Now, I accept responsibility for that, Sarah. I accept the blame for the change in our fortunes.
Leon, it's not just you.
It is. It is. Now, having said that, let me add this. We have to swallow our pride, Sarah. We should have treated Roscoe's offer as a godsend.
A godsend? That man has been trying to take away our home for years. He's a messenger straight from hell. Uncle Felix is upstairs bedridden with a stroke due to the fire he started. Beulah Land is our home. It's the home of your mother and your father. How can you even think of selling it?
The bank owns Beulah Land. Everything is mortgaged. The bottom has dropped out of the cotton market, Sarah. We have no assets. No assets that have not been pledged for loans. With Roscoe's offer, we can pay back the money we borrowed from Edna, from Felix and Nell, and we can even have something left over. If we don't sell, Sarah, the banks will take everything, and we'll have nothing, and then they'll sell to Roscoe. The Roscoes of this world are gonna take us over.
No! Leon, we are gonna work together. We're gonna pray for a miracle, and we're gonna find a way.
Sarah, look.
It's Aunt P. You always invite me at this time of year. This year I didn't get an invitation. I know I'm always welcome here. So I thought I'd come on my own and surprise you. I brought you some little presents for the season. Sarah, I brought you some of my best watermelon rind preserves. Oh. Oh, and Leon, I have something for you, too. I hope you like it.
Aunt P.
Where did you get this? At the bank, of course. Where else does one get money?
But you must have pledged everything you own.
We're a family, aren't we?
You can't do this.
It's done. You don't want to lose Beulah Land, do you?
How did you know about this?
Well, you know how bankers gossip.
Aunt P, this is a fortune.
Shh. I hope it helps.
Thank God.
Ezra, come on over here. Somebody here want to give you a little hug.
wonderful.
Well, thank you. Mr. Leon, good to be home.
Well, where have you been?
Well, all over Canada, Alaska. I found out one thing, though. For a colored man, saying you're free and being free are two different things.
Welcome back home, Floyd.
Well, I guess you've seen the place is kind of run down. Roscoe left us and...
Yes, I got the whole story from Lucille as I walked past the old Anderson place. I can't believe Roscoe Coley owns it now.
Well, I've tried to take up the slack, Floyd, since Roscoe left, but times are hard, and I did never cotton to hard times.
Oh, Leon, that's not true.
Well, I admit I have done better than I could. Give me 10 more years, I might make a real overseer. Of course, we'll be in the poorhouse by then.
Floyd, I want you to be our new overseer. Remember, you're free now, not a slave anymore.
Me? Well, there's no such thing as a colored overseer.
Well, then we'll just have to call you foreman.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
I like the ring of that. I hope I can handle the job.
You can do it, Floyd. If we're gonna get Beulah Land back on its feet, we need all the help we can get. Huh? Better times have come at last.
May I have the pleasure of this thing?
Why, I'd be delighted. You've always been my favorite dad.
Sarah?
Lloyd. I was lost in thoughts about your father. Memories. He was right here at the beginning of Beulah Land. I miss him.
You ought to be in there at your party, Miss Sarah.
I was thinking about Ezra. You know, Leon and I invited this Yankee artist to come and paint the family portraits. And I was thinking in there that he should have painted Ezra. He was so much a part of this land. And I just felt like... Well, I guess you're right. I better go back and visit with my guests.
Here you are, ladies.
Thank you, Bruce.
Enjoy yourselves.
Look at Roman.
Doesn't he look handsome all dressed up?
Leon, do you think Miss Sarah's gonna be jealous us dancing so much?
Probably. You are so pretty and so grown up, Annabelle. We had better watch ourselves.
Oh, but I wouldn't want Miss Sarah to be peeved with me. I was just thinking, maybe I should dance a while with that Mr. Casey Troy. But of course, we haven't even been introduced.
Well, I think I can arrange that. Why don't we just dance on over to him?
Hey, Rachel, look at old Annabelle.
Making eyes at my daddy, acting like she's all grown up.
Old Annabelle thinks she's really something since Mama died. She says, I'm the lady of the house, except for Grandma Edna.
Some lady.
Well, Mr. Troy is certainly a handsome devil. But I never knew that was important in a portrait painter.
You mean Sarah hasn't shown you the portrait of Pauline and Selma? Come.
He's finished 2 portraits?
Well, not 2. Just one. I mean, 2 together. Here, look.
Well, do you like it? Like it? Well, Penelope, I don't know if I like it or not. It's not exactly what you would expect, though. Is Casey Troy not just your everyday painter?
Sort of mischievous, maybe.
Mischievous. Judging by this, he's downright dangerous, if you ask me.
Well, I came not only to see you, but to make sure Nell comes downstairs.
Beautiful Sarah. I may just get up and walk. You look so miraculous.
Oh, they don't need an old lady like me.
They certainly do, and I especially do. When someone comes over and asks me to dance, I'm going to say thank you, but Nell does all my dancing for me.
Don't you dare. Now, do you have laudanum in case Mr. Kendrick is wakeful?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Shall I bring up a plate when supper is set out?
No, I'll be long asleep by then. Sarah, tell her to stop worrying.
Stella, that lamp needs trimming.
I'll fix it, ma'am.
Now, how's Felix?
Oh, I haven't seen him so pert since his stroke. It's done him worlds of good bringing him out here.
Wonderful.
You're an excellent dancer. Thank you very much.
Oh, I just love this waltz, don't you?
Yes, I do. But I really must say hello to my host. Would you excuse me, please? Mr. Kendrick, may I have your permission to ask Mrs. Kendrick for this dance?
Why, of course. However...
Oh, thank you. No, really.
But I'm your guest. And you are the hostess. Mr. Kendrick has given his permission.
By all means.
There, you see. It's almost as hard to get you to dance with me as it is to get you to sit for your portrait.
Well, I've been very busy.
Have you been avoiding me because you wanted to wait and see how the portrait of your family and friends came out?
No. No, I think what you've done is brilliant. It's just that
It's just that it's all leading up to you, the mistress of the plantation. The challenge will be not only to portray you, but your devotion to the land.
Well, that sounds impossible.
I hope it isn't.
Well, I try to spend as much of my free time with my husband as I can.
Mr. Kendrick tells me he's going to Savannah soon on business. Perhaps you'll find some time then?
I'll try. Are you an abolitionist?
I thought I was an artist until the last couple of days.
Well, you're a Yankee, so I'll draw my own conclusions.
The setting's wrong. The dress is wrong. Whatever my feelings may be about the morality of one man enslaving another, the churches certainly haven't been any help in deciding the issue.
How can you say that? The church is the last bastion of morality we have.
But the morality seems to follow rather practical lines, doesn't it?
Are you saying that my church tempers its faith with self-interest?
What do you think?
I don't think it matters what people say, in the North or the South. It's what they do. Slavery may be wrong, but it couldn't have existed if the Northern ship owners hadn't brought the slaves here in the first place.
But most of them are against it now.
Now that they've made their fortunes, but they still buy our cheap slave-picked cottons for their mills.
You'll be happy to know that Mr. William Lloyd Garrison agrees with you.
He does? Well, don't tell any of my friends. I'll be ruined.
No, it's wrong. Can we try another setting, Mrs. Kendrick?
All right.
Thank you.
There you are. Do you have any messages for the Tomlinsons?
Leon, stay here with me. Please, don't go.
The Tomlinsons are expecting me. I want to see the new tobacco drying shed. I am trying to do things, Sarah.
Well, I must say, Mr. Troy, you are the only gentleman I've ever met who feels the need to talk politics continuously.
Do political conversations disarm you?
Well, do you think I'd admit it if they did?
Well, I would hope so. I certainly don't want to offend you.
Well, I don't mind, actually. I'm just not accustomed to it. Slavery is something I've lived with all my life.
Is that because you think it's right?
Well, it's just been here. That's all. It's just always been here. And besides, if I were to say I didn't approve of it, then I would be obligated to set them free. What would they do then? First of all, I'd be breaking the law. And where else would they go? Beulah land is their home. Some of them have lived here much longer than...
I don't mean to interrupt you, but... Do you think you could hold the hat in this hand, over like this? There. Just turn your shoulders this way. There, that's lovely. Would you like it to be different? Your world?
Yes. I'd like it to be perfect.
Now, that would be quite a change, wouldn't it? I don't like to say this, but unless people start talking sensibly, I believe there will be a war.
Mr. Troy, I'm sorry I charted you for your political interests. I must have been embarrassed.
I agree.
You don't like it. I can tell.
Well, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but it just isn't you, Sarah.
Well, everyone sees something different when they look at another person, and... Well, that's what Mr. Troy saw in me.
Well, in that case, it's a good thing he's leaving.
Nell!
I was just thinking about us. About what happened. About what will happen.
By the way, Nell had some critiques on your picture. She said, to me it lacks the authority and dignity which we know you have, which should be apparent in the portrait of the mistress of BEULAH land. Why did you leave out my authority and dignity? Don't you like them?
Well, I happen to think you have the sweetest authority and the prettiest dignity I've ever seen.
And tomorrow you'll be gone. And, somewhere else this will happen to you again.
No, Sarah. I don't think anything like this will ever happen to me again.
Will you ever marry?
I've never had a home to offer a woman. And I've never had a woman I'd want to offer a home to. Until now. And she already has a home. She already is married. To a great plantation. To a whole other way of life. If that were not so, I'd ask her to go with me.
If it were not so, she would go. Casey, I'll miss you.
Oh, my Sarah.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I come here sometimes, just like you.
Just like me. I've only been here once before.
I know. I seen you. Where you going?
Stay away from me!
Miss Sarah! Miss Sarah! Miss Sarah! Miss Sarah! Sarah! Miss Sarah!
It's me. It's Roman. Oh, Miss Sarah.
I found her! She's in the glade!
I never seen you like this. I gonna tell your daddy, my own boy, drinking. What is this thing you got here? Where did you get this? Are you stealing now?
Give me that.
What are you doing in my house, Roman?
That's her shawl.
Roman, no!
Sarah, you must stay in bed at least a week.
She says she's gonna get up tomorrow.
My father told me you were a stubborn woman, Miss Sarah. But he said how stubborn, I thought he was exaggerating.
I have work to do.
Well, Lovey, yes. Give Mrs. Kendrick two of these pills with her tea, and I'll be back tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you. Lovey, stay. Is Roman well hidden?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
To come after him.
Master Felix say nobody gonna get him.
levy for Miss Kendrick's sake. I've reported to the police only that she was attacked and brutally beaten.
Bruce Davis's carriage will get you halfway to Augusta tonight. Nobody's going to stop Bruce Davis's carriage. When you get there, you give this to John Cartman. He'll see that you get to Philadelphia. In that envelope are $500. It's not a loan. It's a gift.
Leon Kendrick!
That sounds like Roscoe.
Leon Kendrick!
Don't worry, young man. Nothing is going to happen to you.
Mr. Kendrick is not at home.
Got a message for him.
I'll be right down.
You better take this with you.
No, thank you. What can I do for you, Mr. Coley?
You speak for the master of Beulah land?
In his absence, with the mistress's permission, I speak for him, being his foreman.
Then deliver me his half-white bastard. He killed one of my slaves, and I mean to have his hide.
The slave he killed was your half-white bastard who attacked Mrs. Kendrick. If Roman had not killed him, I would have.
Your life ain't worth a busted hamstring off this place, Floyd. No more than Roman's is. You tell your master when he comes home.
I don't have a master, Mr. Coley. I'm a free man.
A free man you one of these days, nigger. You tell Leon I got something to tell him.
You have a message.
When the time comes, I'll deliver it in person. I want that pleasure.
You got the letter Aunt P gave you to Miss Truman?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure she'll be able to find something for you at her school. God be with you, Roman.
I'll write as soon as I arrive.
Good night, sir.
I'm 17 in October.
I mustn't I? My father and Sarah said I had to wait till you're 17 to marry.
Oh, your sister Annabelle was just 16 when she married Blair Saxon.
Annabelle was exceptionally mature.
Well, I admit only that she was as silly and vain at 16 as she is today.
I shall tell her you said that.
I'll tell her myself. As soon as I'm married and she and I are equals.
Now, that won't make you equals. Annabelle's a mother twice over.
So shall I be. And more times, too. Oh, Adam, we shall have children. Our children. Doesn't it give you goosebumps? Oh, Adam, when I asked you before if you could really wait, I wasn't talking about marriage. I don't want to wait. Well, you know what I mean.
That's improper. Tempting a serious young lawyer. I have to be in court in an hour.
Oh. Would you rather I tempted somebody else?
Girls are supposed to be cool and unawakened.
Well, this girl is very much awake. Kiss me. No. Kiss me, really. Or I won't let you go. Oh, Adam. You seem afraid.
Rachel,
What?
ever since Uncle Barnard ran off, Grandma and Papa always telling me every time I do something they don't approve of. That's your Uncle Barnard to a T. They're so afraid I'm going to turn out like him. I'm bending over backwards, I guess, just to prove I'm not.
Adam, you want me as much as I want you. I can tell. Want to know how I can tell?
Take your crimson claws off my white body, Vixen.
All right, Judge Davis. I'll be proper. But sometimes I wish you were more like Uncle Barnard.
How is your grandmother today?
Oh, she's the same as usual. Grouchy as a bear, imperious, impatient, judgmental, and so forth.
Good. I don't suppose Bruce is here.
He and Grandma are in the library having tea.
What about your brother?
Our dedicated young lawyer is out riding this morning with Rachel. Papa, Grandma, look who's come to visit.
Why, Sarah. What a fine surprise.
Must be bad news.
I'm afraid it is.
Well, let's have it.
Edna, I got a letter from Loretta today.
Well, that is bad news. I thought you were shut of that bad, Penny.
I'm sorry I have to tell you this, but in her letter, Loretta has said that Barnard has been killed.
How?
Shot.
Mama.
Be quiet. I'm not surprised.
How can you accept it like that? Why would anybody want to kill Uncle Barnard? Why, he was the nicest man I ever grew up with.
Child. He was not nice. Anyhow, he's been lost to us all these years. Good as dead. Not writing, not inquiring, not caring. You haven't seen him since you were 4 years old. You just thought he was nice because he brought candy from town.
Does anyone tell Selma?
She put Barnard out of her mind many years ago.
How did it happen, Sarah?
It seems the gold madness out in California caused a lot of money to flow, and Barnard's way of prospecting was to play cards with the prospectors. He was accused of cheating.
Which he probably was. So your poor trollop of a sister's left high and dry. Her just desserts. Have some tea, Sarah.
It isn't my old friend Lizzie.
Old's the word, love. Got a drink?
Yeah.
Been noticing you passing through here. Your 3 sheets on the wind. Thought I'd come and see how you were. You look downright heart-scolded, Ducky.
I've been mourning my old pal Bonnet.
Bonnard?
A few drinks for old Bon.
Who's Bonnard?
Who's Bonnet? You don't remember Bonnet?
Not that I can recall, no.
Bonnet is my pal that used to come with me to Mrs. Allendale's.
Mrs. Allendale's? That was 2 centuries ago, Ducky.
Seems like it, though, doesn't it? We used to have some good times, Mrs. Allendale's, didn't we, Liz?
Life was simple then. And good.
Yeah, now the whole world is falling apart. Bonnet gone, and Felix as good as gone, and Doc is driving around in carriages like they own the world.
Listen, Ducky. Roscoe's getting stingy with the gin. Too busy with his new girl in town.
Oh, I saw Jubal on the road. He's getting to look more like his daddy Roscoe every day, only Roscoe don't admit to spawning him.
Why don't you bring me a little bottle every now and again when you're passing by?
Me? Kendrick on Corley property?
You do that, wouldn't you, love? For old Lang Syne.
My dear darling Sarah, I only meant to surprise you. What a welcome.
Well, you certainly do arrive without ceremony, don't you? Just the way you left us. And if I had the courage to act on my instincts, which are usually right, I would send you packing again.
Sarah,
But you are family. And there is some mysterious force which makes us accept our own blood even when it is wrong to do so. How did you come?
I hired a buggy. There was no room for my trunks. They're still at the station. I even had him drop me at the end of the lane so that I could...
Surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh, Loretta. Where is, Mr.
Tilly.
Mr. Tilly. Your new husband.
I can't speak of that now. Sarah, could I have a glass of wine? So I opened the door of our most luxurious hotel room. I assure you, Mr. Tilly was enormously wealthy. And there stood this most hideous virago. I mean, fat, with no style or beauty at all. So I said, Madam, may I tell him who honors him with this visit? And she said, yes, I am Mrs. Rob Quayle Tilly.
Oh, Loretta, I'm sorry. It is not funny.
Oh, but it is. At least now it is.
Loretta, 3 times a wife and never having been married at all?
Oh, I expect it's just my romantic nature. Sarah, we haven't spoken of her, the girl. I'll let you name her.
Rachel?
Did she live?
Yes.
I have a child. Well, where is she? Have someone bring her to me.
She is out walking with Adam Davis.
Davis of Oaks.
Adam Davis. They will be married in October when she is 17.
17 years. Oh, can you believe it?
Yes, I can.
Well, is she plain or pretty? Oh, Sarah, I must see my daughter. Adam Davis, you say. How does he stand in the line of family?
Well, he is 23. He's the eldest. A lawyer. A fine promise.
My daughter's going to be mistress of a great plantation.
Loretta, I do not wish to be unkind.
Then do not. I have suffered too much already.
Do you remember what you told me when you went away? You said, Rachel is Leon's daughter.
Sarah, I hurt you, I know, and I...
Let me finish. You gave me that child.
To your safekeeping.
To me. You said, Leon's daughter is yours now. Those were your very words, Loretta. Rachel is my child.
But what about her? What happens when she wants to know about her real mother?
She considers me to be her real mother.
Oh, yes.
Loretta, you are welcome to stay here on one condition. You do not shock Rachel with any dramatic revelations of the past.
You are asking me to remain a stranger to my own child.
Not asking Loretta, telling.
Oh, you are cruel.
Oh, stop dramatizing. Can you think of no one but yourself?
You have changed, and it shows in your face, Sarah. It shows.
Loretta, you may go or you may stay, but if you stay, you must make a sacred promise to me, if you are capable of one, to remain silent on the subject of your given birth.
Well, I have nothing. I am all alone. I have no one. So I have no choice but to accept your heartless conditions.
Stop play acting. You have promised. Come in.
Oh, Aunt P! Aunt P! Oh, thank God you're here when I need you. You're the only person who ever really loves me. My poor boy. call me. Rachel? Rachel!
Good morning, Miss Loretta. You remember Uncle Floyd, don't you?
Floyd?
Oh, welcome back to Beulah land, Mr. Loretta. Been a long time.
Thank you very much, Floyd. I was just thinking of taking a little walk.
Excuse me, ladies. Good to see you again, Miss Loretta.
Yes.
Shall I walk you to the house?
Yes, let's go in the front way. Oh. I don't want to confront those old biddies again. Oh. They treat me like some kind of pariah.
Get up.
Except for Aunt P, of course, who's been guardedly pleasant. And you, Rachel, you especially have been so very kind and sweet to me. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't been.
Oh, I've tried to make you welcome, ma'am.
And so you have.
Get him up here. Come on. Come on.
I haven't been here many years.
So I understand.
In fact, I was last here 17 years ago, when you were born. Rachel, tell me, have you not felt in these few brief hours we've had together, seeing each other, chatting occasionally, have you not felt a special bond of intimacy?
I can't say that I have, ma'am.
Rachel, you are my child.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware that you bore me, ma'am.
My child.
I acknowledge that you bore me, but not that you are my mother. Mama is my mother.
You knew about me? And you did not tell Sarah you knew?
Aunt Selma told me. Mama never mentioned it to me. Probably because it hurt her pride to know that her husband and her sister had deceived her. So I'm not going to tell her that I know.
You feel pity for her? And none for me, your mother?
I try to look at it this way, Aunt Loretta. You and Mama are the same flesh and blood. She couldn't conceive me, so you did for her.
Well, how accommodating of me!
Well, I'm sorry you feel you have been treated unfairly, ma'am, but that is no real concern of mine. I shall leave you now.
Rachel! Please do not tell Sarah I told you.
Oh, I won't, ma'am. Not for your sake, but for hers.
Children in war. Best thing that could happen. Union soldiers coming here.
What do you mean?
Then we can be free.
It's not that simple, Nathaniel. I was out there once. I left once, and I can tell you, war or no war, if you're black, freedom is just a label white folks use on posters.
Don't make no difference, Mr. Floyd. Just as long as I know, I ain't no slave no more.
Yeah, but will you really be free, son? Really free. That's been my dream. And maybe youngsters like you can make it come true.
Damn Yankees. Got everybody thinking war. I wish I was dead and in my grave beside my old Benjamin. I don't want to see war.
None of us wants to see war.
Sarah's right, Edna. Besides, the Yankees are not spoiling for a fight. They're too fat and rich.
You think Lincoln's gonna let South Carolina secede from the Union without a fight?
Well, I do hope so. Anyway, I went down to enlist, just in case there'd going to be trouble. They told me I'd be more help staying here and raising supplies for the volunteers.
Well, they're right.
They are wrong. Beulah land runs as well when I'm gone as when I'm here.
It's not true.
However, if there is going to be a war, it'll be a short one. The Yankees are not geared for anything but making money at everybody's expense. Say, I have to go into Hybro to meet with the Cotton Exchange directors. I'll be back for dinner.
Benjamin? Selma, you and the children can play soldier all you want to, but my son is not going to take part. Now, Benjamin, I told you before, now you mind me.
But, Mama, I'm a soldier.
I'll soldier you. Now, you get in that house.
Ah, the beautiful Sarah.
How are you feeling?
I'm perfect.
Can I have a few moments with you?
Time is all I have got. Oh, alone? Stella.
Excuse me. Casey Troy has sent me a coded letter. He's going to be at the Hotel DeKalb in Atlanta from January 10th through January 15th. And he's asking me to join him.
Good God, after all these years.
I just had to tell someone, dear Felix. What am I going to do?
You want to go?
Oh, yes.
Go.
But how? Shouldn't I feel guilty? I don't. Honestly, I don't.
Sarah, considering Leon's propensities, you are and will continue to be a saint.
You know we're deeply fond of each other. But we just don't have a normal husband and wife relationship. And I want more than anything to go. To see Casey one more time. But I can't help worrying, thinking that it's wrong.
Times are changing, Sarah, rapidly now. And Leon, bless him, he's not capable of changing. It's a sad situation, but it's not uncommon among our quality Southern families. Sarah, I have been married to Nell since the Great Flood. And all this time, physically, nothing. I have had to steal the sweet peach of sex all my life. And I must tell you, I have had to concoct some elaborate systems of deception to do it. But it saved my marriage. You want to see Casey Troy? Go. As your lawyer, I consider this justifiable skullduggery.
Oh. Oh, Felix. When will I ever not be grateful to you?
Well, you might start by sending Stella back with a bottle of bourbon.
Oh.
Good afternoon, madam. Compliments of Mr. Troy.
Oh, thank you.
Real French champagne, ma'am. And what's even more rare, real ice. Shall I open it for you now?
I think we'll let it chill a while longer. Thank you.
Casey. I've never been so happy as I've been these last few days. Nor so sad.
Nor have I.
Will you go back north?
I must. There's going to be a war.
God.
It's coming, Sarah.
And you're a Yankee. How could this happen to us?
Sarah, whatever happens, just remember that I love you.
I love you. Nothing will ever make me forget how much I love you.
She decided she didn't want strangers looking at it anymore.
Well, hardly anyone but family comes in here.
Say, don't you have to meet the train?
Oh, yes. I got to pick up that shipment of flannel and gun stock your church took up a collection for.
I'll ride in with you. They're having a special meeting to pray for peace.
Seems kind of funny, don't it? The church getting into the war business.
I declare it seems kind of funny to watch Rachel and Sarah rolling bandages in a church, but then everything seems kind of funny nowadays.
Yes, it does.
Floyd, do you realize that you and I are witnessing the end of a way of life?
I reckon we are, Mr. Leon. Is that bad or good?
This morning, I and my daughters got into my carriage and went down to the campgrounds where Captain Buck Jordan is drilling his company. Swanee, I never saw anything so thrilling in my life. Sarah, you have got to go down there and see that.
Annabelle, you were a silly child and you are a silly woman.
That is not for you to judge, Granny. My family will do our part, won't we, Blair?
Well, I must say, if it comes to war, which it surely will, I'll not wait to be called. I'll go on the instant. Won't you, Adam?
I don't have the strong incentive you have, Blair, to run off to war.
Well, I Swanee.
Adam, that'd set a wrong example.
Well, at your ages, Daddy and Leon, you couldn't be expected to heed the call to arms to save the South. But surely Adam can be spared.
I wouldn't say Leon and I were ready for a rocking chair yet.
Annabelle, if the men in power have any sense at all, there may not be a war, which I know would disappoint you.
Well, the whole South has followed South Carolina's noble example and seceded, thank God.
I'm afraid that Annabelle is right. We're on a collision course and there's no pulling back.
Mr. Lincoln says we are not a free people, and only he will decide what we shall do. That is my Blair's incentive.
Maybe that's what it tells you.
Excuse me. Early this morning, about 4:30, General Beauregard began the bombardment of Fort Sumter.
I knew it.
We're in it now.
I'm in. May God have mercy on us all. We are at war.
I would speak with you in private.
Come into my office.
here, and I'm getting old. Lizzie's gone from gin. We may not see each other again. Time has come to finish it.
We finished with each other a long time ago.
Oh, no. It goes on. Mistress of Beulah Land. Painted the year my son Alonzo was murdered.
You acknowledge him, a mulatto?
That's one of the things I come here to tell you. I acknowledge my son Jubal, too. This war will make it possible for them to inherit my land. Niggers with land. How does that sit with you, Leon? Rich niggers living right next door to you. Richer than you. The time of the free, white, southern planter is done. Your time is done, Leon. That's one of the things I wanted you to know. The other thing is, before my son Alonzo died, he told me he saw the mistress of Beulah Land and that artist man, Casey Troy, rolling together on the ground in that glade.
I've given her a laudanum. She'll be fine. She's just worn down worrying about Adam.
Ought to drag her out of that bed and make her go riding with Doreen and Benjamin.
If she needs more, just give her more.
Trouble is, she won't get her mind off Adam. If only she'd get a letter from him.
She'll learn that the best medicine is keeping busy.
Is Mama gonna be all right?
Your mama's gonna be just fine, son.
See what I tell you. Hey, let's have a race. All right, Pharaoh, and you can ride whatever horse you want.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, by the way, if you run out of laudanum before I get back next week, just send one of your boys to my office with a note, Miss Edna. I'll see you in a few days.
What kind of world is it, Sarah, would do that to a fine young woman? What'll happen to Doreen and little Benjamin and you and our people? Oaks, Beulah Land. I wish I was in Hybrid Cemetery with my band.
Now, Edna, we have to be strong.
I'm tired of being strong. You will be too one day. You had your share of hurt with Leon, and now Rachel lying up there like a corpse. Maybe your flighty sister was right.
Get out of the way! Here's a pipe and I'll be those it ain't.
Mama!
Yea, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil.
Got some water?
Yeah, listen, it's going to be all right. We'll be all
God, it hurts. Oh. Oh.
This man's arm is burned. Bucket, Jim?
Yes, sir.
Get him back to McPhee. We'll hold him for interrogation. Damn it, be careful with him, even though he is the enemy.
Yes, sir.
Hinkle, intern, Hinkle for H-E-N-K-E-F.
I have it, son. I have it. Don't you try to talk.
Internal injury, section C.
Yes, sir.
Is this where it hurts? Smith, TJ. Left tibia.
Left, TJ. Left tibia.
Excuse me, I thought...
Are you a nurse?
No,
we need nurses back.
No,
Or a nurse's aide.
No, I thought maybe there'd be some place where I could sleep. Our troops disbanded and
For
I had...
God's sake. If you want to help, get inside there and help. If you want to sleep, and you got the time, and you can find yourself a place, you are welcome to it.
God's sake, give me a special. Oh! Ah!
They shall come and shall declare his righteousness unto a people that shall be born, that he hath done this. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Papa? Papa! 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 Papa!
She's gonna be so happy to see you. You just got to know that you're gonna be all right. So you just gotta get yourself together. You hear me?
Shoot me! Please, somebody, kill me! Sorry. I can't walk! Stand aside, please!
Put the arm in the box over there. Pull the skin up here and hold it till I clamp it. Thank you. Well done. Now put the arm in the box. Jim! Bucket! Quick! The yank's coming out of it! Hurry! Easy!
Try and get some sleep. You feel better in the morning. But I'll feel better in the morning.
Miss, please, these are clean sheets to make bandages. I hope they'll be of some help. God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Water?
Water. Coming. Yeah. Cool and fresh. More?
Thank you.
How were you hurt?
Landmine.
What's your name?
Davis.
Davis.
Adam Davis.
Adam Davis of Oaks?
Yes.
Married to Rachel Kendrick?
Why, yes.
Well, I'm Rachel's Aunt Loretta.
Oh, Loretta.
Yes. Well, tell me, how was everybody when you were home last?
Oh, well, Rachel. Beautiful, beautiful Rachel. Oh, and my fine boy, Benjamin. Miss Sarah, she's fine, too. All well.
Oh, thank God. Tell me, how was dear sweet old MP?
Oh, Miss Penelope. I'm sorry. She died not long after Felix.
Oh, no.
Please. Please.
Adam, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
My folks know I'm here.
Doctor.
Hmm?
Tell Adam Davis over there with us.
Which one?
With the bandages on his eyes.
Oh. We can't do anything for him, except try to keep him comfortable. His legs will heal, but his eyes are gone. Took a blast of gravel and steel in both of them.
Well, what happens if Atlanta falls? What's going to happen to him?
Miss Savage, we have no way to transport these men. We have no place for them. If the Yankees get into the city, God save us all.
Adam. Adam, how do you feel?
My head hurts.
How would you like to go home? Yeah.
How?
I don't know how. Oh, we can walk it or get rides. But if we stay here, the Yankees are going to get us. They're coming. Everyone says they're destroying the railroads.
But why doesn't he write? Maybe he doesn't have time, child. He's fighting those Yankees, you know. That's keeping him pretty busy.
People get letters.
He writes. I'm sure he writes. You know how the mails are, child. You go to sleep now. You get a letter tomorrow.
Maybe it's on its way home.
That could be.
Are you catch?
No, dear. It's late. Nobody would be coming here now.
Are you catch?
Now, Rachel,
I lost his...
Rachel, you must sleep. Here, let me wet that cloth. You're still so big.
Oh, listen.
No, child.
He's here! It's Adam! Adam! Oh, my God! Rachel! Stop him! Oh,
Mama! Mama! Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Mommy.
Adam. It's a hill. It's a hill. Quick, quick.
I was a Yankee.
They're gone, Adam. Thank God they're gone.
Damn those Yankees.
Going home, Adam. Nothing's gonna stop us. You hear me? We're going home. Hold on, Adam. Let me look, let me look. Okay. It's just a wagon, that's all. Oh, sure. Okay. Well, then, we're gonna see how much they'll sympathize with us. Up here. All right. All right. Watch the ditch. Hello? Oh, please. Please, just a ride. Just a ride. Wait! We're going the wrong way.
Sorry, ma'am. That's the way we've got to go.
God, I hope the Yankees aren't there already.
Oh, please, God, no.
It's Lovey! It's Lovey, Adam! Oh, my God!